The monkey on the mango tree. In the heart of Sundarban's dense mangrove forest, where rivers whispered, ancient tales and the fog carried the secrets of the jungle, lived a clever monkey named Binny. She was swift, witty, and adored the highest branches of a giant mango tree that stood near the banks of the curling, muddy river. The tree was older than memory and bore golden mangoes, said to be the sweetest in all the forest. Every morning, Binny would swing from branch to branch, pluck a ripe mango, and chatter happily while the sunlight dappled her fur. Other animals liked her, but she kept mostly to herself, trusting no one too much. Her grandmother had warned her, in the jungle, trust can be as deadly as hunger. Little did Binny know, her tree had a watcher. Below, in the slow-moving river, lived a crocodile named Karak. He was ancient and cruel, with a hide dark as night and eyes that gleamed with secrets. Karak wasn't like other crocodiles. He didn't just hunt for food. He hunted for power. For years, he had ruled the swampy waters, feared by fish and beast alike. But Karak had grown old and dark magic ran through his blood. A shaman from the human world had once cursed him, saying that the only way Karak could regain eternal youth and strength was by eating the heart of a pure creature, a creature of wit and innocence. And now, Karak believed he had found that heart. Every day he watched Binny feast on mangoes and laugh alone. He watched her leap and somersault, unafraid of danger. He could smell the purity of her soul, something untouched by malice or greed. It made his jaws ache with longing. But Karak was clever too. He couldn't just attack, she was too fast. He needed a plan. One sultry afternoon, he floated close to the bank, pretending to be half asleep, letting the sun warm his thick back. Binny saw him and called out teasingly, "Hey, old stone, did you die again today, or just pretending like always?" Karak opened one eye. "Child, I may be old, but I'm wise. Come down here and I'll show you the world beyond your tree." Binny laughed. "Why would I trade my mangoes for your mud?" "Because," said Karak smoothly, "there are mangoes even sweeter than these, on an island in the middle of the river. No one knows about them. Only I." Binny's ears perked up. She didn't believe him, but the idea of mysterious secret mangoes thrilled her. Still, she remembered her grandmother's words. "Why would you help me?" she asked, leaping down to a low branch. Karak smiled, but his teeth looked too white. "Because I am lonely, and you are the only creature who talks to me without fear." Binny tilted her head. "You eat others. I'm not foolish, but I haven't eaten you," he said with a chuckle. "Doesn't that mean something?" She narrowed her eyes. "Maybe you're waiting to." The crocodile laughed, shaking the water. "Fair enough. But if I had wanted to, wouldn't I have done it by now?" It was a dangerous offer, but Binny's curiosity was stronger than her fear. "Fine," she said. "Take me to your magical island. But if you lie to me, I'll scream loud enough to wake the tigers." Karak bowed his ugly head. "Deal." So she leapt onto his back, clutching his rough scales, and he swam smoothly into the deeper part of the river. The jungle drifted behind them. Binny looked ahead, eyes wide with wonder. But Karak's thoughts were dark. He was taking her to the island, but not for mangoes. No. There, far from all eyes, he would devour her and fulfill the curse. He smiled to himself, and Binny, sitting above him, felt the chill of that smile. Part 2. The Island of Silence. The river grew wider, darker, and strangely quiet as Karak paddled deeper into the heart of the forest. The trees thinned into twisted silhouettes, their roots like claws reaching into the water. Mist clung to the air like a cold breath, and even the birds had stopped singing. Binny clung to the crocodile's back, uneasy now. Where is this island? We've been swimming for a long time. Patience, Carrot growled gently. It hides behind the fog, a place too special for the noisy world. Binny looked around. The trees looked unfamiliar, haunted even. A white heron flew overhead and gave a screech as if warning her. She almost asked Carrot to turn back, but her pride held her still. Finally, through the mist, an island emerged. It was small, covered in tall grass and a few twisted mango trees. The fruits looked large and golden, just as Carrot had promised. But the island was dead silent. No butterflies, no buzzing bees, no monkey calls, nothing. Carrot crawled onto the bank and let Binny hop off. See? I told you. The mangoes here drink from the oldest roots. Taste one. Binny approached the nearest tree and plucked a mango. It looked perfect, but as she bit into it, her face twisted. The fruit was bitter, not sweet, rotten at the core. You lied, she spat. These mangoes are cursed. Carrot's smile twisted. So what if they are? You weren't brought here for mangoes. Binny froze. Her instinct screamed. She turned, but it was too late. With a roar, Carrot lunged at her. Binny jumped back just in time, but his jaws snapped shut inches from her tail. She ran zigzagging between trees, heart pounding like a drum. Carrot chased her, slower on land but brutal and determined. You were the one, he growled. The heart of innocence, the blood of light. With you, I'll be reborn. What are you talking about? Binny shrieked as she climbed a thorny tree. You're mad. Not mad, cursed, he shouted. Years ago, a human witch cursed me to grow old until I eat a soul untouched by cruelty. You, monkey, are my salvation. Binny clung to a branch, panting. You tricked me. I should have never trusted a river beast. Carrot snapped at the tree trunk. And I should have eaten you the first time I saw you. She stared down, thinking fast. The crocodile couldn't climb, but she couldn't stay up there forever. And the island was too small to hide. Then she noticed something strange: bones. All around the trees. Monkey bones. Bird bones. Even the skull of a small deer. This wasn't the first time Carrot had brought someone here. Fury rose in her chest. You've done this before, she whispered. You lured others, killed them, lied to them all. Carrot's eyes flashed. Yes, but none of them were pure enough. You are. Binny's mind raced. Her grandmother's warning echoed again. Trust can be as deadly as hunger. And then she remembered a trick. An old story from the jungle. She climbed higher and shouted, Wait! You can't eat me! Carrot narrowed his eyes. Why not? Because I left my heart behind. Carrot blinked. What nonsense is this? I don't keep it inside me. I hide it in my tree, Binny lied. Back home. I feared the river. I feared you. Carrot paused. You're lying. Think, she said quickly. Why would I trust you with my heart in my chest? I've heard tales of cursed crocodiles before. You'd have killed me the moment I touched the water. Carrot growled low. He didn't know if this was true, but he couldn't risk it. If your heart isn't here, he hissed, then you're useless to me. No, she said. I can lead you to it. Let me take you back to the mango tree. I'll give you my heart willingly. Carrot stared up at her. He didn't believe in kindness, but desperation can make even a demon pause. And what if she was telling the truth? Slowly, he nodded. One mistake, he warned, and I will rip you in two. Binny climbed down slowly, her mind already spinning with a plan. She would return to her tree. But this time, she wouldn't just survive. She would end the curse forever. Part 3. The Game of Shadows. The journey back to the riverside mango tree was slow and tense. Binny sat stiffly on Karak's back, every sense alert, eyes scanning the trees, the skies, the water. The crocodile moved steadily, but beneath his calm paddling, Binny could feel his rage simmering. She had tricked him once, but he wouldn't give her a second chance. He grunted. You speak like a snake, and you hunt like a coward. There was silence after that, thick with mistrust. By late afternoon, the fog lifted and the familiar jungle returned. Birds chirped again, and dragonflies buzzed lazily over the water. Binny's mango tree loomed ahead, golden and peaceful, an oasis of safety. But Binny knew better now. Safety was an illusion. Karak slowed down as they approached the bank. Climb up. Fetch me your heart. She leapt to the lowest branch and then higher, pretending to search. Karak watched from below, unmoving. But while pretending to hunt for her heart, Binny was preparing something else. Her grandmother's tree, the oldest on the riverbank, had a hollow in the trunk. There, nestled inside a tangle of leaves and vines, lay a collection of sharp stones, thorns, and broken shells, things Binny had gathered over time out of boredom and mischief. Now, she saw them as tools of survival. Quickly, she sharpened a stick into a spear. Then, tying a vine around it, she fashioned a crude but strong dart. And she remembered an even older trick, not just from stories, but from bitter truth. Long ago, her mother had told her,